Okay, I just wanted you guys to know what's happening since I've been going through this for years. He's creating the alibi. So you guys have to have reasoning behind giving me these criminal trespasses over and over again and abusing your power and covering up for criminal activity. So he didn't give me his name. He blatantly lied, ignoring the fact that CPS just committed crimes, disregarding. That's what their job is. They're informed in advance to disregard, violate. It's part of the emotional abuse and torture. See how he's on his phone? They would do this before multiple times, disregard me and do all of this. When I'm doing reports, they did it at the FBI in Tyler. I was doing the report, he was on his phone. They did it in Itasca, he was on his phone. That are told to do this. This is part of the psychological abuse. It's on purpose. Just like the lady in there was laughing. This is what psychos do. But it gets complicated when you can abuse power and do this. And have abused these people as puppets. They left at the mind control. Does it look like they're being controlled? They are openly aware that they're committing crimes. They haven't stopped doing it. They're being controlled. It sounds like a joke, but what are all these people doing? Being used as puppets. It's mind control is going on, including these police officers, cutting the lights off in the theater, all this other chaos going on. The other worker lied to me in Tyler about that's really petty, amazing events. Someone has mind control. So he wouldn't give me his name. My recording stopped, and they want me to talk until the recording stops so the police can come commit further crimes. They used to come quick, so since they started incriminating themselves, they have to make sure they have their story straight on how they're going to bully and violate and continue to cover up for crimes. Disregarding again. This is, you cannot find it, period, anyone with the heart and compassion. That's how they continue to get away with it. The same pattern. I said this. Why is it so many people that are heartless? Are they paid to be heartless? Is it prearranged? So they have forgotten in their scheme that they're supposed to be doing security. Both parties, I'm such a big threat reporting child abuse that they have completely left their post. I'm such an amazing threat and so dangerous because I'm reporting child abuse. They have abandoned their post to enforce to stalk me. Stalking is a crime, to see who I'm talking to, and then be a part of these conspiracies. It's criminal. They are conspirators. So they have forgotten. They're supposed to be at a post. What are they guarding? Is it crimes? Guarding and enforcing crimes? Well, the police are trying to cover up for their crimes and not showing up. When I called at the Attorney General, they didn't want to show up behind their chaos that they consistently keep creating. So I've been waiting here a while, waiting on the police. They're getting smarter, they make sure that these businesses commit the crimes for them. And they're stupid enough to do it. Look at them. They do it. So they just have enforced that the businesses commit the crimes so they don't incriminate themselves. They're more than happy to do it. More than happy. So we're still waiting. So I'm still here waiting on the police. So I've given my number out to a lot of people and CPS workers. And what's really sad, a lot of them wouldn't take my number. I told them that there was a lot of corruption and child abuse that CPS was covering up for. And some people, they have this position and still will not protect a child. They literally said, I'm not interested. I don't know what was going on, but they would not take it. And I think that shows a great degree of where we're becoming as a government. That's why they're able to get away with this chaos. I think it's sick. They still have not came. They don't want to incriminate themselves. Why would do it when they have these businesses to incriminate themselves? They're being the stool pigeons, doing it repetitively over and over. So let's see when I'll keep on giving updates. So he just told them all to go off in there. I don't know who he was. He saw something. And then they directed them to go off in there. Now they're lying to this man. They're slandering me to get away with crime, sir, as criminal. You made yourself a conspirator. They're lying and saying that I'm creating a disturbance. He's not telling him the truth that they were covering for child abuse. Sir, well, you've heard me repeatedly tell people that the government is enforcing my daughter's child abuse. Why would you lie to this man? That was a blatant lie. You are a conspirator in this crime. You blatantly just lied to this man. Why would you lie? CPS not reporting suspected child abuse as a Class A misdemeanor.
Because
You're a conspirator.
They don't consider they not gonna consider it top priority. They may show up today, they may show up tomorrow. I'm being honest.
So now they're scamming. So now the police won't come. So because why would they? Look at that, they're committing the crime for them. They don't have to show up. They know they're not to incriminate themselves. They let the businesses do it. That's smart. If you're a criminal and you're running the government, you take the blame for me. You blame it on you. Take the responsibility. We're the police. You do it. You commit the crime for me. And my mind control was so ridiculous to me when I saw it in my YouTube feed, my Facebook feed. Does it look like it's not happening? Why? How can you, as a police officer, entice people to take the charge for the crime that you're committing? Take responsibility for it. They're doing it. He blatantly lied. Sir, are you his supervisor right there?
No, I'm building security.
Oh, okay, because I need to speak with the supervisor. How do I report him for being a conspirator in a crime? He just blatantly lied on me, and I don't know him. What's your name, sir? You blatantly lied. I want to report you. Why would you withhold it? Are you doing something wrong? There's many parties involved in the cover-up. I just, after going through this for years. It's interrupted, don't talk, taunt, violate while she's waiting on the police to never come because they've incriminated themselves. There's multiple parties facilitating and informing them on what to do for this cover-up. I only know this because I kept going through it. I've been going through it years, and I've watched and observed because I was forced to do my own investigation work. He just came from outside.
Yeah, what's going on?
He's supposed to be security for the building, but he just came from outside. I've spoke with CPS workers, and some of them may have integrity, so they want me to be out the building for the cover-up. But if he's doing security for this building, why did he just come from outside and in here? They have a responsibility to call the police, but they probably want to put their hands on me and violate me to get me out this building for cover-up. So let's see what happens.
I told you earlier, we had this conversation earlier, you can't be harassing people inside the building.
I'm not harassing people. Why are you lying on me?
So we escorting you out. You can stand right there until the police come, but you can't stand in the lobby.
Why are you lying on me?
Me and security right here are going to escort you out. We got a witness right here to show.
Who are you, ma'am?
So long as you step right here.
Oh, you work here?
No, I'm a volunteer here.
So you can stand right here and you can wait on the police.
I sat next to you. You heard about my situation. Don't you think this is odd?
I only heard part of it.
Yeah, I told you that they were covering up for child abuse, and I tried to put my YouTube channel on your feed, your phone.
You told me how to
That's
find
fine.
YouTube.
Yeah, you were sitting right next to me.
Okay.
So I don't.
Come.
But right now,
For you to physically there's a lot of people that have been committing crimes.
Okay,
Don't put
that's
your hands
fine.
on
That's
me.
fine. So just escort yourself out
don't
and
try to
stand right
intimidate me.
there.
I can leave.
I'm not intimidating
Don't
you.
you
I'm
are.
just
Don't
letting
you
know.
coming in here? Why did you come from outside?
Just come on.
If you're security for the building.
I'm not security for the. I told you I'm the property manager. We
Why-
just had this conversation earlier. I told you.
Don't,
if you
sir.
harass
Don't get up
people,
all on me like that.
Or
Bag back, sir.
If you harass people,
bag, you're too
or-
close to me. Bag back, you're intimidating me. Bag back, I can leave.
So I'm intimidate you now.
You're bullying me. Yes, bag
So
back.
you feel like I'm bullying you
I
now?
sat next to you. I remember you.
Just back up.
Yeah.
Bag back, I can leave. You're you guys are too close to me. Back up.
Back up.
Just back up.
So, ma'am, if you're here for Child Protective Services, why are you helping them?
I'm not here.
I sat next to you like you were getting help.
And I am here because I observe and take care of the children in the building to make sure that.
But why were you sitting down in the seat next to me?
Because I'm waiting for the
Escort off
child
from this
that I'm waiting for the children that I'm going to be supervising.
Okay, so bag back, I'll go outside because our
Yeah.
people do abuse power. I've been violated, assaulted out of this corruption.
I'd be
Bag
happy-
back and I'll go outside.
Kiana, I'll walk out with you.
They get away with it year after year.
I'll come out there and I'll talk. I'll even see business for a while. But you come on out here with me.
Well, they're committing crimes. If you work here, why would you let them do
I
it?
don't work here.
You're volunteering?
Yeah, well, I work for a private agency, and what I do is
So really what's happening, they're enforcing the crimes. They don't want me giving my information to Child Protective Services workers.
Why don't you tell me? Because I didn't hear your whole story. I didn't.
They just committed a crime. They are enforcing child abuse. They would not let me report the child abuse, and I told them I was calling the police. They've been doing it years. Police interrupted it. I'm targeted. Multiple parties are enlisted to enforce criminal activity with me.
You had your child removed? Is that?
Yes. Ma'am, things going on. I don't see what the benefit of this. If you're in there to watch kids, why are you out here with me? I just get stalked by a lot of people. My stalking is at a degree people would not believe. What people are trying to do is they're trying to control me and keep the cover up under me.
I just figured maybe you needed.
You're at work, ma'am. You're at work, ma'am.
I just figured you needed somebody to talk to.
You're at work. I want to talk to other. You just said that you were working in there.
I said that I sit in when kids come in. My kids.
Well,
come in,
in my experience, there's people for the cover up assigned to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What they do is they try to see if I'm recording what's going on, intervene with me, talking to other people that may have integrity. That's what's happening typically when it's me. There are parties assigned for the cover-up. You have to see it to believe it. So I would like to be able to communicate and get my YouTube channel out with multiple other people so you can go off in there and continue working because you're actually a distraction.
Okay, I'll be happy.
Okay, thank you. You have the YouTube channel, what you do with it, because there's a pattern. Ma'am, multiple parties are distracted, interrupt, and observe, and they're stalking, low-key. But okay, ma'am. Yes,
The
you go
only
ahead.
thing I would ask you a favor, okay, is if when kids are coming in and out, as you know, a lot of these kids.
Ma'am, you don't care about the kids because I have a child that's getting violated and you're not doing anything. You have a responsibility if you're a volunteer to get a person that is not corrupt to investigate why these people would not take a child abuse report in their CPS.
Well, I'm going to.
Yes. And then they gaslight me, mistreat me like I'm problematic and they're enforcing child abuse. Ma'am, sir, I want to be able to report this misconduct because multiple parties are committing crimes for as conspiracy.
I can do that. I can close the door. Move your foot,
I
please.
want to be able to report you guys. What's your name? What's your name?
You need to move your foot.
I want to know your name.
No, you can't hold the door.
I want to know your name because I'm reporting you.
My name is Move Your Foot. Close the door. That's
Why
my
would you
name.
not want me to know your
That's
name?
my
Are you
name.
committing a crime?
What's your name?
Can you tell me his name? They won't give me their names. I'm trying to report them. They're conspirators in crimes. The only reason why you withhold your name is if you're committing a crime. Can you get his name? I need their names. I'm reporting them. You're committing a crime here.
In the door, get out the door.
I haven't done anything. Why are you violating me?
Get out the door.
Why are you getting loud? I need to know what's your name.
Get out the door.
What are your
You're
names?
the one being
you're getting-
disruptive.
No,
do
you're
not
like- you're
open this
loud.
door.
I'm trying to
Do
report
not
child abuse
open
and
this
protect
door.
my
Look,
child.
get out the door.
What's
get
your
out
name?
the
What
None
is
of
your
your
name?
business.
I want to report you
Spell
guys
that.
committing
None
a crime.
of your
You're
business.
being disruptive.
Don't open this door.
What are you gonna do? We're waiting on the police. Have the police really come so they can take responsibility for their own crimes. Are you one? I want to know your names. You're committing a crime. What is your name?
Number one, you
What's your name?
now you the one breaking the law.
Asking you your name is not breaking the law. You're getting disruptive and loud. What's your name?
None of your business.
I need to know your names. What's your name? They're clearly committing crimes. This is why I was drug out of IBOC, dropped off staff to violate, that people look like they were Secret
Lady,
Service.
please don't touch the property, please. Thank you.
What's your name?
Thank you.
You're committing a crime, sir. What's your name? They will assault. They have done it repetitively and keep getting it away with it. All at a domestic violence support group. So as internal affairs, I don't know if they're pretending like they're for the CIA or what's going on, but she has forgotten the lie is she's supposed to be at work, doing volunteer work. All these parties are they're stalking, trying to see who I'm talking to, enforcing the cover-up. They're conspirators. They need their charge. I don't care that it's hundreds, perhaps thousands of people that are enlisted in this abuse. They did it. How far are they willing to let this mentally ill man go with this criminal activity? Now he has to come bully. I know people wouldn't believe me when I said it's the corruption that I've stated. I said right next to her. Now she's a volunteer. I said, you have to see it to believe it. While I was in jail, there were inmates guarding me, protecting what I told other inmates for the cover-up. Then I was eventually assaulted. No one would ever believe the degree of power that is abused here. She was getting help. My YouTube channel is in her phone. Now the story has changed. She's a volunteer. But you're supposed to be working, ma'am, not stalking, trying to see what I'm doing for the cover-up. All these people, because I'm trying to report child abuse. All these people, you got to see it to believe it. To enforce my daughter's abuse and enforce out of criminal activity that I have nothing to do with my child. And it's been way more than this. Stalking, trying to see who I'm talking to. There's another one right there. There's a lot of parties here abusing power. A lot. Reporting in. You got to see it to believe it. But after going through this a long time, you see it. And you start figuring out things when you are forced into your own investigation work. Ma'am, can I give you my YouTube channel? Keyana, Keyana. Like I said, there's been more than this. Like at the West End, all those police. If I had not been recording, they would have hemmed me up. That's why they kept stealing my phone, having me attacked and all this chaos going on, because I kept recording. That's why the battery packs and all this was coming up missing. A lot of abuse of power. She's still over there. Stalking is a crime. It used to be. Even if you're a security and you were, put on the security uniform and stalk. See who I'm talking to? Set up? You there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm looking over the call. Give me just a moment.
Okay.
If you're calling, we have no officers available. They are all on other calls.
Okay, because when I come make reports, what typically is going on, they don't want to incriminate themselves. They entice these businesses to commit crimes for them. And then they become busy because they're abusing power as the government. So it's that them being busy is intentional to tamper with evidence. So I don't know why they won't come. If they're trying to criminal trespass me in the past, they came so quickly. What's the problem now? They need to come take responsibility for their own crimes.
They're just off their calls right now, ma'am.
I don't understand why they hung up on me, but okay. No, I don't understand why 911 hung up on me prior
I'm sorry about that.
when I was trying to make the report. It's happened multiple other times, ma'am. I'm sorry?
If you'd like to speak to a supervisor, I can get you over to a supervisor.
No, I've made multiple reports. They keep covering for it. Okay, thank you. I want to know what I did.
You're not opening this door.
I want to know what I did.
You cannot open this door.
I want to know what I did for you guys to be called the police on me.
You cannot open this door.
What did I do? What did I do?
CPS ordered you out, so I'm following their orders to get you out.
Why did they want me out?
Confidential. They don't tell us.
They have no right to tell me to get out, and they don't know why they did it.
No, they have a right.
They
They
also-
don't have to tell us. They don't have to tell us.
Why? I want to know why CPS removed me trying to report child abuse. That's a Class A misdemeanor. I have a right to know that's a crime.
When the police get here,
When are they coming? I mean, we've been waiting a while.
I don't know. I take it last time we called you.
Well, I want people to get their charges. Find out why they called the police, why they thought it was so critical to enforce my daughter's abuse.
I think right now what they're saying is that they've asked you to leave the door.
Well, they have no right because no, that's not the most vital thing. The vital thing, if you're a volunteer at CPS, why you have 2 workers that committed a Class A misdemeanor to cover for child abuse. More importantly, why is hindering a child custody agreement a felony? Why do you have another caseworker that was involved in doing that? Me creating a disturbance is not a felony. What they did is a felony and a misdemeanor by not reporting suspected child abuse, and you too as well. We need to hone on into that. Get down to the bottom of why multiple CPS workers have committed crimes to sabotage my rights as a felon, as a parent, which is a felony. Why? I don't know. I need to concentrate on why you guys are committing crimes to cover up for child abuse. Well, find out. You're a volunteer. You're here helping all this time.
Tried to talk to you and get it.
No, I want to incriminate these people that have the responsibility in committing these crimes. Why did they have me removed for trying to report child abuse?
You want to talk to you if you need any kind of information at all. So I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sure.
I mean, I don't. I sat here.
I don't understand why this is happening because I want to speak with the supervisor.
No, I don't. Look. Look, you already in violation. When police come, you gonna be the one in trouble because you open the door.
Because I wanted to speak with the supervisor. CPS has been covering it for my daughter's child abuse for years.
Back all the way up.
I don't understand why security keeps removing me for trying to report child abuse. Well, find out.
No, I ain't.
This is CPS.
Find out.
Well, then you're a conspirator if you try to you're trying to remove me for reporting child abuse.
Get your foot out
Trying to
the door.
intimidate and bully me for trying to report child abuse is a crime on you. I want to know. This has been going on years.
Get out the building.
I need to speak with the supervisor.
Well, then you call her right now.
What's your name? What's your name?
None of your business.
I need to know why you guys thought it was a threat for me to ask for a supervisor. No, I need to know why you think don't try to intimidate me and bully for your crimes. To not report a suspected child abuse is a Class A misdemeanor. Here, no child custody agreement is a felony. Why did you refuse to let me speak with a supervisor? You're committing a crime right now. I'm not. You are. This is criminal. You have gotten away with this chaos years. Why did you put me out for demanding to speak with a supervisor? I need to know why you put me out for demanding to speak with a supervisor. I need to know why you guys put me out for asking to speak with a supervisor. Not reporting suspected child abuse is a Class A misdemeanor. Hindering a child custody agreement is a felony, even if CPS is involved in it. These are crimes. No, while you're ignoring the fact that I'm at CPS trying to report child abuse and you remove me for trying to do so. Why are you ignoring that? And furious with me trying to report child abuse. 2 workers committed a Class A misdemeanor by covering up for suspected child abuse. Not taking a report for suspected child abuse is criminal. Hindering a child custody agreement is a felony. CPS workers abusing their power to do so is a crime. Well, I said it before COVID, you don't do all this chaos if there's not something big they're trying to cover up for. We have multiple parties ignored it. Churches watch me get violated to a degree that is inexcusable. To this level that no human being should ever have to suffer. They did nothing. Multiple different parties repetitively kept watching the chaos, covering for it. 4 or 5 criminal trespasses a day everywhere I went. Then no one had rights. What are they covering up for? What's going on here? If it's just a delusional person and nothing's going on, why would you remove them and enforce child abuse? Openly commit crimes and then try to hurry up and call the police before me and then my phone hung up to prevent me from calling them first? What is so serious that they're covering up for? Multiple felonies, tons and tons, thousands of felonies, if not more than that. Racking up. Since the police are behind it, they won't come. It's the government doing it. They just have the people take the fall for their crimes. They do it. Like puppets. They're not coming. They don't want to incriminate themselves. They have the power to abuse that. Why not when they can incriminate these people? They take the blame. They're not coming. I've been here a while. Like I said, they used to come and violate, arrest, intimidate, and cover for crimes. Now, they just don't want to incriminate themselves, so they didn't show up at Attorney General to enforce the crimes or here at CPS. But like I said, why would they have to show up when they have the businesses to take the file for them? They have no need. He's out here taking my license plate number. Let me get his license plate number too. My phone's malfunctioning, not showing it. We both can get each other license plate number. His license plate number is NJW5261. We can intimidate each other. Go ahead and let the window down. Audrey Friend, security B11045. these are deliberate intimidation tactics. I was going to the car, and he came out and tried to hurry up and get my license plate number. But he's parked over here by me. He already knows where I'm at. It's part of the corruption and intimidation tactics. So it says Andy Fran, but my tablet's not recording it again. Security B11045. His license plate number. We both can play this game. It's NJW5261. He's the one committing the crime here. That was a white security officer. My phone is not recording. My tablet's not recording it. It's not showing the image. He was stalking me. Stalking used to be a crime. Right here by my car parked, and then when I tried to drive off, then he tried to hurry up and get my license plate number. Fully aware of what my vehicle is. He's parked right by it. In the car watching. Well, in the van watching. The police never came. I'm in the car, just doing a lot of thinking, and I'm just coming to the realization, it's getting tiring. Going from place to place, they're playing games, having me go to giving me the runaround, going place to place to place that they've already controlled. So I guess I just have to sit back and watch while the world self-destructs. We all can sit back and watch. While multiple parties sat back and watched me get violated in the past, nothing was done. So I've tried to prevent it. I can see that it's problematic and dangerous for multiple parties. I've consistently am ignored. So I just have to sit back and watch the world self-destruct like everybody else is doing. Okay, I shouldn't have said while everyone else covers for it or while everyone watches. I don't know what's going on in the shadows. It's pretty hard being a targeted individual to the routine amount of hate, that I'm subjected to, the psychological abuse. That's what, if it was someone hit me, you can heal. I've been assaulted multiple times out of this corruption. You can heal from those wounds, but the emotional and psychological abuse I'm subjected to, the gaslighting, the completely disregarding the fact that 2 CPS workers cover for crimes and then bullying and violating me for cover-up. That's what I'm talking about. Multiple parties just can't find that church, getting drug out of churches, thrown down on concrete, then violated walking to the bus stop. Just the hate. You cannot find it anywhere on the planet. I've tried. I want to leave this church now and try to find another location. I can't find it. I cannot. Every church I have been to, every last one of them have covered for it. What am I going to keep moving for to consistently keep experiencing the same thing? So maybe the government is forcing them to deprive me of services they provide, not knowing it's criminal. So I go to church to church to church, and they won't give me the services they have to help people because the government has told them not to, so they don't. So it makes me want to repetitively keep moving because I don't feel like I can trust them. It's like they're hypocrites. But it consistently keeps happening. There's some chaos going on while I'm driving. I need a dash cam. You just won't believe it. You gotta see it to believe it. But anyway, that's the video diary for today of the corruption.